All right, guys, I do have a Monday editorial for you on this very noisy day. You're going to hear a bird, a coffee maker, and a fish tank filter. I need a studio with like those eggshells, carton things, egg cartons. But that aside, and through the noise, I will give you a Monday editorial. This is about a week old. I'm kind of behind. But you know what? This is another one where filming the police caught a bad cop who just thinks, I can do anything I want, man. I got a badge. And now he gets a paid vacation. And he gets to go fishing while they investigate. And he gets paid for it. What am I talking about? Thank you, WSBTV.com, for this story. The city of South Fulton, Georgia police has asked the Georgia Bureau of Investigation to look into a use of force case involving one of its officers. The incident happened Friday, January 29th at 3 p.m. following a traffic accident off Roosevelt Highway. The officer has been placed on administrative leave, that's paid vacation, while the GBI investigates. In a video posted on social media, Marcus Coleman approached an officer sitting in his patrol car and asked why no one was directing traffic after the accident. The officer could be seen rolling up his window and not responding. As Coleman continued to film, the officer got out of his car a few moments later and approached him. The two exchanged words about the traffic situation, with the officer asking Coleman to return to his car. Coleman continued to film, saying he was out there as a concerned citizen, that he would contact South Fulton Police Chief Keith Meadows, and started to walk back to his car. The video then shows the officer walking up and slapping the camera away and taking the man to the ground. South Fulton Police Department said in a statement, "The city does not condone and will not tolerate excessive use of force by our officers in any case. In fact, we provide de-escalation and other innovative training for all of our officers to prevent such incidents." In addition, the city has adopted several legislative measures, including the 21st Century Policing Tenets developed at the direction of President Barack Obama. While our policies and procedures are clearly defined, we remain vigilant and flexible, taking an opportunity such as this case as a teachable moment to review and adjust those policies where needed. And so always film the police, but remember, those of you who don't, understand that those of us who do record the police are putting ourselves at risk of being tased, pepper sprayed, handcuffed, in retaliation or for no reason at all, just because a cop doesn't like us holding a camera. I experienced retaliation by one deputy who thought he was going to run his mouth. I sent a copy of the video to the sheriff. I'm sure he got spoken to, because then he retaliated against me 2 weeks later and arrested me for no reason, simply because he's a bully. And that's why you got to record the police. We have to put these people on social media. We have to put their face out there so people can say, oh, that's the bad cop. So when you see them on the streets, you'll know to avoid them and say, that's the bad cop. We have to record them. That's why we do it. It's not to it's not to make cops look bad. It's to make bad cops famous. That's all it is. Good cops, you get to be famous too, and you get a pat on the back, and people say that's a good cop right there. But then you get this South Fulton cop here that you've seen in this video. My bird just loves that. She loves to be a part of the show. I'm sorry, I have no studio. This is life for me. But you know, this deputy here, he needs to be recorded. I lost my train of thought, but he needs to be put all over social media so people in Georgia, if this cop remains on the force and you see him on the street, you know, I'm going to record that guy because he's going to do something bad. So that's how it is. Always, always, always record the police. If it's a good cop, you're doing a good thing. You're letting everybody know what a professional, ethical cop we have on the street. If he's doing a bad thing, You're going to make him famous, and people are going to go, that's a bad cop. And that department will be shamed by the whole nation. Because like me, I have people watching from Europe, I have people watching from Australia, I have people watching all over the United States, and every time they see a bad cop, they go, bad cop. If they see a good cop, you just got praised by the whole world, basically, Europe, Australia, and the United States. I want to play a news clip for you right here, right now, courtesy of Channel 11. I think it's out of Georgia. Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers to include cops that slap cameras and from coast to coast. Here's your news clip.
Friday afternoon, traffic tied up. Drivers trying to get around a bad accident on Roosevelt Highway in the city of South Fulton.
Tell me why ain't nobody directing traffic?
A driver gets out of his car afraid that careless drivers might cause another accident here. He walks up to the only officer on the scene, recording on his cell phone. He is Marcus Coleman, a leading activist and architect of progressive police reforms in the city of South Fulton Police Department and across the country.
Hey, officer. How come ain't nobody directing traffic right here?
Coleman's cell phone video shows a simple question escalate over the next couple of minutes into a confrontation between Coleman and Officer Solomon Muhammad. Muhammad is telling Coleman that he was writing up the accident report while waiting for another officer to arrive to direct traffic.
Yeah, I'm doing the report. Yeah, that's cool. We'll see what Chief Meadows say about that, Chief. Yeah. No, we got doing nothing. You can stop walking up on me, sir. You can stop walking up on me. You know you can. You can stop. Hey! Get out! Brother, brother, what you doing to me, bro? Get out, man. Are you serious, bro? Get out! You gonna tase me, bro? He snapped.
Coleman says Officer Muhammad pressed a taser against his chest. He surrendered. Officer Muhammad handcuffed him and kept Coleman in the back of his patrol car for nearly an hour without telling him why, until a supervisor showed up and ordered Coleman released.
He's a loose cannon. He's part of the problem.
The city of South Fulton emailed us the city's policy, which states, in part, that the city does not condone and will not tolerate excessive use of force by our officers. We provide de-escalation and other innovative training to prevent such incidents. Marcus Coleman says he wants the officer fired and charged, and that even a progressive city needs to police its police.
I'm not discouraged by any means that this happened to me. If anything, it's further highlighted it and propelled us forward to a better policing community.
Officer Muhammad is now on administrative duty while the GBI investigates, and the city considers whether to pursue possible charges against him.